QCK right now. As the one-way smoke comes up, Sentinels tries to execute in and actually does hit QCK towards the back of the site. There's the first blood, dropped by the Sentinels, a second as well by second, and Cloud is falling down on this pistol with the spike down on the east side for Sen.
Fantastic job at not allowing Loud to get into a positioning, as we kind of saw on Ascent. They can't get this utility, these flashes in order, that Sova dart in place, and Sentinels bite back before the retake even really happens there. Less now, a few final kills on the exit to hopefully collect some money for the squad in a different buy next round. But we'll see, a lot of teams have been full classic saving out on that second round.
For Loud, it's the aggression. We talked about the extremities, but this time it's towards the B lane. There's the contact on a few, finally gets traded out. But we're even up on a 3-3 with Zekin heavily damaged. And that lurk, though, for John Cutie, it's now open. It's up to Sentinels to try to figure a way back towards the B site to meet up against the IGL.
Going the long way around. Wouldn't be able to clear mid and do not know what breadcrumbs are left there from the Cowan Zine push.
Getting hurt.
Yeah, they're right. QCK is able to catch this audio and will take a shot.
An easy one. Foster placement. Zekin low on HP. Actually dodges away from the flash and made it through. Getting a plant right now for Sentinels would be pretty decent for this bonus round that they have. John Cutie watching Zekin's back as the plant comes down. Snake bite just dropping down inches away at Zekin's feet. And allows both players now to group together towards the back of the site. They see the recon darts or rotate a flank from Sadak towards the B main. QCK, no more flashes, has to move together. They have to play the fundamentals now for Loud. To blaze wall first, but another snake bite, forcing John Cutie out of position. A 1-for-1, solo second, a headshot on the first, but gets denied right away by Les.
Crowding up, getting into the site together and just swarming.
Saw the top of the head of Sadak and falls. At least for Loud, they have this run it back with QCK. Hoping that Sadak was still alive to help with the recon dart, but it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for Loud to retake the site. John Cutie already setting up the camera, so that's going to be the first contact. The rest of the team holding back towards B main, looking to just spam. If Loud make it through the first line of contact. John Cutie, flash, beautiful by Zelsis. It allows for him to get the kill onto Les. But there's QCK, upgrading weapon, mosh pit onto the ground, the lays coming out from Sentinels. That clock is ticking down here. Paint gels on top of that. Nice shot though from QCK as they're leading forward. Boombot to get more scans. Saucy dropping two, and a beautiful hole for Sentinels in the end.
Just as much this season. Coming into round 5, this Tiles push is Loud's again, but Ten's answers.
2 right away. But Tui's did get a timing. He made it through. That's going to catch John Cutie. That's allowing to even up the tally. And for the mid-rounding to start a little bit earlier. Less even once more. No pun intended. As we have a fight now towards the rotating across. There's a snake bite towards main. Now it's being watched. There's two, and he will have all the kit left now on his Gecko kit. The mosh pit going down, forced to halfway, out of position now. Les falls away. There's that thrash coming out too from the front of the pillar, and Les even has to pull back towards the market. It does not hit him though, but that clock is ticking down. Sasi's getting hunted across, runs away for the time, gets it done, and Sasi wins a 3-on-1 against Loud. It is, it does get a ping on a few. And with flashes coming across, it does get contact for pings, but Zekin still opens up. Sentinels were working towards the mid side after a trap play attempted by Loud with these ults. Now Les is going to be in heavy trouble towards the market. He's there alone, and he's just trying to anchor up at least one portion of this B site towards the map, while the rest are pushing double towards A-Long. Zelsis is currently waiting. He lost his teammate in the process, but he gets the dink and the kill onto Tui's. The flash turns away from it and does not connect on the second one. Kawadzine walks out of that fight limping away, but still has that support from Sadak. 3-on-3 now in the mid-round.
Finding fights around the map. Loud trying to pick apart at Sentinel's team before they hit these sites. Finally, we just talked about it. They couldn't find any ground before. It'd always be quickly traded back. Now the 3v3 stands.
Les gets traded out.
Yep.
In these moments during this kickoff, he's been so good in these anchored positions to drop 2 and 3. Has been a superstar player, but now Sentinels coming out into this game. The basics, the fundamentals are looking very good. They get a
oh my gosh, again?
Coming out, looking around, a TP. Moving forward, as looks like Tenz is looking for a fight. He gets punished right away by Sadak as the Rolling Thunder comes out. Now even the Pigs comes out. Beautiful combination of utility from Loud. Now nobody holding yet towards the back of the B main. It's a paranoia to push through, and you hear that run it back It should come across. The save comes out from Les as it allows QCK to stay alive. A whole roster of Loud against 3 left of Sentinels. Paranoia being thrown on defense. There's that judge. More utility flooding towards the front. But Zelsis and Tense are holding back their ground for now. Beautiful flash out from QCK though. As now the tap on the spike trying to draw out the opponents. Beautifully done by Loud. Threw a whole flash towards the air just to try to slow it down for a bit. They're just trying to take down Sadak first to push towards that spot. It works out. Another one fell within the site for Loud. But Loud have regained control of that B site. The tap to flush out Sentinels once again. Double back towards the default box as Les lines up 2 kills somehow. And the spray comes back here through the cages, but it's going to be difficult right now. Saucy does get the pick. The last one still sticks to the fuse.
Until it does just that. Round 10. Uh-oh, Thrash right off the rip. How does Loud respond to instant aggression?
Tried to get a camera pivot towards the mid, and Zelsis already fell. Now just spraying across here, and he gets a lucky kill onto a second one. That second that falls. They still get a plant now. Hunter's Fury coming out from the defense. A ping does get the hit onto John Cutie from QCK. As here's a shot from behind a lurk once again. Saucy gets it done. Tens under heavy pressure alone towards the back of the site. Thrash being picked up, the TP away from one, sees the second one, and it does get the hit here. That's going to delay even more. Sadak is detained. Tui's had to TP away, and now as they finally regroup, they don't have too much utility but these smokes. Tens is already pushing towards that spike. A beautiful Dizzy allowing Tens to get that pick. Up to Sadak alone. A nice shot there from Tens once again, but still allowing Sentinels to gain space. And a plant attempt. As we went for a tap first and lost players towards the market side. Saucy's still alive at that spot though. We try to hold it back. Plant finally successful for the Sentinels. Smoke to help Saucy a little bit towards the market. Loud just waiting here for that fight coming out from QCK. It's slow, but it's coming as a Dizzy comes up just to try to delay towards the back of the site even more. Finally, that contact. As you mentioned, second season. Flash is coming out. There's that execution out for Sentinels. Back and forth, but still the advantage for the attack side. As they know, it was that flanker. QCK with no utility after he uses his wall. Contact out to Saucy, allowing here Zekin just to wait for the tap. Pain shells to keep him at bay. That will definitely end the half right now, especially with that kill.
Loud are hunkered down here. This is going to be hard to get them out.
Paranoia and Dizzy. That's going to hit QCK. Runs inside the smoke. The boom bot even spots him and blows him away.
Smokes are
flash
good.
Towards the back. Kawazin's fully blinded, but it's okay to stay behind the smoke. A tap onto the spike. A fault line coming out. A spray through the smoke. A spray and praying for Loud to hopefully get this pistol on their side.
They got to start it
And
now.
it's not even halfway. The wingman already got blocked. But there's no time left. There's no time left. As comes in for the right clicks. What? Delay that utility that would allow for Loud to gain that momentum, gain that space that it gained towards the elbow. As Sentinels wants to fight back, the aggression comes through. QCK still on the top. A stinger close range. A second throw to Celsius for the classic. Hot heads on the ground. Finally, Tens takes him down.
Now from Saucy to check mid control, grabs one market, and here it comes.
Satchel in. QCK still alive, coming back, but his teammates detained, cannot really help yet. Mosh pit comes down. The timing on that one. Celsius gets the headshot. Tens ready for a Paranoia. Let's it rip. But the rest of Loud made it through towards the B site nonetheless. They gave up on that control towards the market. The plant coming down here for Karanzine. Hit by flashes all over for Loud. As Sentinels are still held back on the outside by middle and B main. There's that fight. The contact. Oh my God! It's all around! Leaving out less alone on the 1 versus 4. Positioned now towards the spike. As at least the Thrash does not spot him. Now back and forth we go, and Zelsis gets another back. Sentinels like to play the retake to just contact in the site, allowing this utility to delay even more.
There it is.
And as he throws out the Rolling Thunder off the knife, QCK is pushing forward. Just around the corner though, Zelsis pulls out the null command. Zekin holding all the way back towards that Boba side, where we have a late lurk from Tui still waiting for that opportunity to strike back behind them. But Sentinels are now running very quickly towards the A site. Showstopper to open it up. It's Planet once again for the elbow spam. Wingmen on the ground. Kawatzin trying to delay as he runs forward with utility. Gets denied as Sadako on the other side. There's that backstab. Tui's trying to go for the hero play. There's that first kill. It's tapped at half. There's no time. 10 gets the kill. Coming out, and that's just being held back. Even Paranoia to try to move forward. Kawazin's all the way back towards middle instead. A spray through the blaze wall to get that kill on the market. He's laughing. Sadak's just like, oh, that was a pretty hot situation.
Okay, so I feel like we have been missing this from Loud in these few rounds. The past rounds, it would be that they tempted B main, they were a little bit in mid, right? QCK would flash, and then everybody just reset to a default spot to hit A.
30 seconds
Loud
left.
have not been leaving breadcrumbs around the map to be able to make audio calls on a rotation or be able to make that re-rotate. And now we're seeing that come into play, those audibles we know Sadak for in the middle to late round.
Zelsis snuck through, but QCK was still holding towards the billboard of the B main. A knife being thrown that would have been huge towards that B main site where they don't have the fault line aftershock to work with, or snake bites, as a matter of fact. Even QCK's re-flanking towards the mid side. But Sentinels already pushing forward, spraying through the attacker smoke. Snake bite on the ground. There's that backstab. Too good for QCK. Run it back here, utilized by QCK just to clear out the space towards the dumpster. The plant still comes down. A lucky kill onto Kawadzine. Throws up the hat, but the plant still went down for Loud.
That's huge. Kawadzine's the one they want, an elbow. For him to go down, this means that Sen can get back in.
Right now, the goal is to protect Sadak so that he could use his Hunter's Fury. There's that tap, uses it out right away. And now right after, it's going to be for Loud to fight back inside the smoke. Flashes are coming through. Nades are coming across towards the smokes as Tenz is holding off angle. A curveball return. A nice kill from Tenz. Snake bites on the ground as well. Wingman comes up trying to get it down. It's at least at halfway. He's trying to stick it fully for Wingman, but gets denied. It's up to a 2 versus 1. A push forward from Bless once again. Denied! But John Cutie as they'll get to the fuse and map point. This Owl drone to sell that fake with this. As we got the backstab over QCK. It's perfect. But finally, John comes out of the camera to trade that out. They get information on that Sentinel player towards the back of the site. And they try to execute now for Sentinels. A tap to allow Kawadzine to swing out instant
30
headshot.
seconds left.
Still not deciding to go for the plan for less. They want to use it for Kawadzine. It's been the name of the game so far on how they're forming the arbs in the plant. Sentinels now trying to go for a 3-player retake at a disadvantage. Look how far back here Sadak is. Still waiting to see somebody's going to flank across. Delays being thrown early for Loud. A flash towards the market. First contact is less. Kawadzine avoided the mosh pit. Now swings out, hit by at least the fragment. Plant denied. A push forward from Tui's. Zelsis is alone. A flank coming behind here. A flash. Tenz is fully blinded. The lurk comes up from the side from Les. Yeah, Saucy gets
the headshot.
An instant ding from Les. 3 players remaining from Sentinels coming back once again from the A-Link. Tui's now takes control toward the back of the default. Gets 1 for his troubles back there. A 2 versus 2. A pit out, a rolling thunder. Giving a lot of chances for Loud here on the pulse plant. Camera coming out, forcing now Sentinels to go inside the pit to fight back. Zelsis is low on HP, upgraded into a rifle. They actually have 2 rifles to work with. There's that first deniability to run across. Zelsis does get the pick though. And Les has 1 more stink bite.
And they have to go
whipping by him. The tap on his spike. The kill from Celsius. The defuse comes out for Sentinels. A stink bite gives his position away. Trying to look for a trap through this trip. But it's Kawadzine that breaks it, runs through, and scores first. A 1-for-1 though as Tenz is low on HP. Spike finally going down as Sasi is on that flank on the A main. Les has fallen, so the control on the A heaven is going to be a little bit more difficult, especially when Tui's falls. Giving an opportunity for Sentinels to bombard utility. Nades and a flash. Trades off towards the back. Fault line not able to come out as Tenz swings from the elbow.
And they are going to find A being a little troublesome here as Loud takes the site.
He misses snake bite, so Sasi has to fight alone. Finally, Zelsis swings out. Doesn't care about being vulnerable. It's a 1-for-1, but the advantage is still for Sentinels. Les and Tui's. They've done this before at a disadvantage. The first one to fall is Sasi. Almost gets that tap in. 1 HP. Pain shells once again. Is it a touchdown? But Tenz doesn't care. Swings in for the kills with the stinger.
Even it. Here we go for the rolling thunder into the site. It's going to still be the retake from Senz.
30 seconds
The
left.
flash and the Seekers does not allow it to get QCK's kill on Sasi, but swings out still for that one. Second on the top of the Heaven site to drop 2 of his own. Spite let it get picked up once again. Nice shot by Les. A second one at the second, turning it around back in favor of Loud. It's only Zelsis by himself. First contact against QCK. And there's that second swing from Tui's. three players are looking back. They knew the orb was coming down. Sadak finally spotted, and he's in heavy trouble.
Yeah.
Easy pickings here for Zekin as Don Cutie's anchoring towards the back of the site.
30
Cage
seconds
coming out,
left.
trying to get the hat out.
One enemy remaining.
Beatboxing around the map here as the rest of his team is able to clean it up from behind.
Was facilitated by Kalenzin's breach fault line.
Staying alert, staying safe, and
That's
this
what they
time to
need.
swing towards heaven. Even though you had the same type of conditioning that it's Zekin out there outside that window of the A side. This time it was Tens trying to hold it out, but you saw the crosshair placement from Loud side. Instant entry and advantage for the attack.
Slow play, denial, delay right now coming in. Just so Loud can't complete the strategy they want, but they're also happy to see some of this util from Sentinels, lessening the power that they're going to have to deal with as they enter A site. It looks like it might be a commit to B. Oh, no, okay, we see Kalensin start trolling down the sewers and the rotation back over.
Yeah, they're definitely gambling this rotate back towards that B side. Seekers coming out just to keep those players anchored inside B. That's going to make it difficult for Zelsis. Couldn't find any surprise kills. No trap coming across on this B side hold. I was going to say potentially they're going to try to save their weapons here, but look at that instant rotate back from Sentinels. 27 seconds left. And Zelsis is trying to find a timing.
This is it. They crowd together. All the power in one spot from screens.
They still have a dog and a flash, so that's going to help them get information. An already preemptive utility
delay
used by Loud for the pulse plant. There's a Yakuza shot coming through, forcing a dog to fall back.
Yep.
There's that flash to swing out, and QCK gets the first pick. That's definitely going to be for the last two to save. Has a lot of utility. Looking to get that showstopper out for control. Denied right away. Somehow gets two.
What? It was like
Second
from the grave.
Is insane.
What?
One straight bullet probably before he fell down.
Seriously, yeah.
Boom, that's two down and already the pit out on the defense. Although Loud is still trying to commit into this. Spike is still up on the back of Sadak. Zels is holding behind here, the double box. Trying to wrap around, waiting for the tap of the spike. Three players just trying to clear out the pit, and it never checked that corner. So everybody's dwindling down on HP.
Left.
Now the plant comes down. Zelsis still holds it, giving a chance here for Sentinels to rotate across. Even a hat comes out. There's that kill from Zelsis. They spot the last two players. The lurk is not even going to work. Last one now pinged out. 2Es on the top of B Heaven. The flash, the swing. The defuse is started, and the kill comes in for John Cutie.
If they make any noise on ramp, he'll know.
There you go. Allows Tens to inch out a little bit more. Get that pick. Zekin to join him towards the back of the site. There's a second shot. And he's been good in this position as well. Paranoia on both ends, not allowing to push forward. A TP backwards as well. But then finally, QZK and Les comes in. They traded out 2 versus 2. Zelsis too far to throw the snake bites down to deny the plant. John Cutie to meet up with him as Les gets the ult out to control the elbow and both moving towards the screen.
That's a wild amount of ultimate right there. Pushed out a bit because of the column, giving him much more room to play with here. What do they have? They could Viper Bite elbow and try to make their way in, watching just the entrance to sight from the top side here.
But that boom bot gives a clue here. Oh, that players are coming across the wall bang after. But the second one is nowhere to be found. Just sticking the spike right now, and Zelsis will get the defuse. Seekers out as well. Instant retake attempt. QCK surprises one, but second comes out with a showstopper. Following the Seekers gets denied. Les is out towards the pillar, gets a pick. Look at that TP for the flank from 2Es as well. Things are looking good here for Loud on the post plant. A high-low stack now towards the dumpster. Paranoia and Flash coming through. The high-low is good for that first pick. Tens looking to trade it back. Looking left and right through the Viper Orb to get the pick. But John Cutie now in a clutch situation. Remember that TP I talked about before? Not even needed this time around. Kalensin, that smoke.
Good rotation from Loud.
Reload, yeah. Dog finds information towards B main, but there's a beautiful flash for a double swing. And it looked beautiful as a rotate for Loud. They were looking for the pressure towards middle as well. And we mentioned 2 lurkers on Sentinel's side. John Cutie punishing that push from Loud. Already a 5 on 3. As the Satchels comes in and will have a secured plant for Sentinels. And this second pistol split.
Ooh, tough entry there. You'll get Sadak back over. No utility to get back in this one, so it's just going to be the 3 members to help with a fault line.
Yeah.
5 of Sentinel. So a quick take by Sen with a little bit of pressure around the map, knowing what rotations might be coming through and just playing this wall a little bit.
And that small pressure that you mentioned towards that B side kept Sadak the whole round pretty much.
It's a great
Took
point.
a couple of seconds before he actually rotated back with the rest of the team to move in this A side for the attempt at the retake that will get fully denied by Sentinels, only losing. Zekin couldn't get that kill, but there's that Sadak judge. Avoids it, but you saw the stun turning back, so it's a fake to turn around and actually stun him to get the kill. Beautifully done by Sentinels. 2A's now out in the open. Zekin is the one slashing across with his own judge. Opening up the B site, a plant for main, 10s on the boxes, looking towards the spawn. There's only less so far, as his other teammates, well, it feels like they're leaving him for dead. They're still holding towards middle and A main as 10s picks up the kill.
It's an absolute masterclass right now from Sentinels across these two maps. Looking, the way they took Mail, let's just think about that. The Trailblazer goes through, Seekers are out, and they're gonna start moving
30
here.
seconds left.
There it is. Oh, absolutely ridiculous. They're so far behind enemy lines, Loud doesn't even know.
Just because of that pick that allows that pick to happen for a second on as one was falling back. Now players are falling down towards the A side. Kawazine alone. Guardian cannot hold the doors.
10 seconds
There's
left.
only one left, 2E's. B site, Guardian as well. No flash as we mentioned. Sentinels a full roster on the post plant. It's looking like a done deal. He's even walking the whole time. They've respected Sentinels so much on these lurks, off these post plants. Just probably look to pad some stats up here. There's that first one. 10's low HP. And there's that swing out. Finally getting that last pick. Sentinels. Basically, it's going to become a brawl.
Oh, he stays.
Fundamentals and trades staying over. All of them are blinded! 10's with 3 kills in the round. Last one to go. Finally denied by 2E's, but he's all alone. And Zekin is going to be a force to be reckoned with right now on this map. It's Loud trying to change the pace. Aggressive now towards the A side. Saucy falls.
A quick pipe shot. You see both of the walls over towards B quickly going up. They're going to hit towards A, so they try to draw attention, and QCK is going to pick another one up as Zekin answers back.
Yeah, but then we have that ADS from Kawazine picking up the Bulldog that was left behind. Zekin falls. So the Outlaw will not be able to get picked up yet to allow these pawn shots to happen. You definitely do see Loud here. One shot anything here with the Outlaw, or also just spamming with these rifles. The submachine guns. The Spectre to get the kill. But after that first initial push coming out from John Cutie, Loud seems to be in a very good position to hold this post plant.
Slow push in, back control the site. They just trade whatever they're defending right now, so Loud can fire all the way in. Okay,
that's a nice shot. John Cutie pushing forward to 2 versus 1. It's up to 2E's alone once again, and that wall's gonna be an annoying to deal with. He gets the first kill. Celsius is trying to stick him, but 2E's gets the pick. KO ult that we talked about before. 10's has now activated it. Flash being thrown. 10's falls down, becomes the camera, allowing John Cutie to get these 2 picks. Now off the post plant. There's a super late lurk right now from Les. 2 snake bites available. Wall is still up. Cascade now being thrown
nullifying the up.
Exactly. Nullifying that, but also allowing here 10's to come back up. There is that res. 1 flash that could be huge right now to use for both of these defenders. Dizzy comes out. 10's gets ready to move forward. John Cutie gets the pick off the 2E's. The push for that flash allows Celsius to get the pick. Les becomes the last player standing. Also dropped. Continues to nullify the utility that Kawazine's trying to bring, allowing Zekin to be posted up and get the first blood against QCK.
They couldn't clear A site fully of the Opper. The cascade forwards just waited out by Zekin, and then they fire back. Kawazine able to trade now on to 10's.
Oh, utility! The launch goes on the ground, bounces off Les's head, who turns around and says, wait a minute, with another kill there. Onto John Cutie, even a third to dash away. The quad denied by Zekin, but Kawazine is there for the trade. Also watching flank under the tube.
Viper's pit up.
As they pick up the orb. So they have it available for Les. There's a swing on both ends. Nano Swarm to delay Sadak from pushing forward and trying to get this plant down. Underhand flash, a swing out of that one. Blinds 2, Tens picks up the kill. Plant then comes down instantly though. Zelsis gets the kill onto Sadak. A 2 versus 4, disadvantage for Loud. Those 2 ultimates are still available, and we might try to delay as much as they can for Kawadzin's Hunted Security to do some damage! Ooh. As that's one slight mistake there, Les is able to punish it. And that pit could be very detrimental for the retake of Sentinels. Snakebite on the ground. Wingman's trying to defuse it so far. Les falls. And Wingman for Zekin posted at the same spot, looking towards the pipes, and yes they are, because looks like Lao was trying to move down towards 410 instead. Saucy ready to greet them though. Pushing forward, Sadak gets that pick onto Zekin to trade it off. Less with the lurk that they mentioned on the desk, but he gets spotted by the turret, and Zelsis is going to be on a 1v1 in that section. Meanwhile though, able to get the lockdown up on the attack, which will potentially allow Loud to move in and get a plant.
Thrash already used on this. Great job by Loud to avoid that and be able to kind of skirt around that ultimate of Saucy. Here now, Sentinels with the retake. Loud, they are ready.
The knife is in the back of the site, does not spot anybody, so Sentinels could start working forward up the site. A trade-off that happens, back and forth. Tui's again in a clutch situation against John Cutie and Tens. Tap on the spike, it's not really for him.
No.
So he has to lurk up, and that high tide is going to be annoying to deal with, but it was a tap. Tens gets the pick, the run across, and John Cutie wins that fight. Not going to be able to use it. So he's going to be in a one and done for QCK. Gets a pick at least before he gets traded out by Zekin. A 4 versus 4, trying to use the Hunter's Fury for the post, but instead, Zekin gets the pick up to QCK as Nanoswarms are now trying to delay here on the attack side. There's that recon dart coming through. Kawadzin's rips out the Hunter's Fury, but nobody's on the spike so far. Just a tap to actually bait out the ult. Here it comes, the wingmen to come out to start the defuse. Sentinels are fighting forward in front of their wall, but the shock darts are coming out, denies the wingmen defuse.
Guard the wingman!
Couple of kills coming across though. Kawadzin and Les are holding the ground. Snakebite on the ground, and there's no time left. Saucy on a 1 versus 2, hoping to make it expensive, at least on the exit. They both ran out of ammo, but both still died from the spike. Sheriff alone, underhand flash information, but Kawadzin, they were ready for that this time around. Kawadzin and Les. All comes out, denial, attempt of a plant, but Sadak still is able to put it down.
Wow, Loud is staying so much farther forward. Staying too yellow, still pushing out from long. Nice util kill. Zelsis is just dancing and dodging in there. Nice kill by Kawadzin.
Who gets a 3rd in the round. Even Sadak, I mean, the trades are nice. The position's great. It does allow John Q to get anything done inside of his own pit. Exactly, looking for aggression. Staying outside of the range of the Dizzy. Something that also EG struggled with, taking control of green. Nonetheless, Loud scores first. Advantage as Zelsis is under heavy pressure, forced to fall back in the back of the site. Maj moving forward to the lane as Saucy gets 2. Looks back at the top of the 410 as Tui takes him down though. Still the advantage comes out. The orb for a plant on the top of the A tower coming out from Loud. Null come in available for Tens if they want to try to retake this one. But it comes down to if they could get these picks, and they cannot. Tui's looking clean on a
Root Loud with 5 alive, but here comes Thrash to try.
Thrash and giving time for Tens even to rotate across, and QCK still get the pick though onto Zelsis as we got 1. Looks like he was detained towards the back of yellow. I think that was going to be less here. But an off shot missed here by Zekin. QCK answering back on the Tens. Looking good for Loud on the post plant. You need it. Tends to come across with these flashes to help, but instead it's Loud winning this pulse plant, pushing forward.
There it is.
Dropping the IGL. And also denied the 2 nano swarms that was going for that plant. So that's going to be even more difficult for Sentinels to play that pulse plant. Staying anchored up. That's the name of the game. That's what they have to do when they can't. Until Zekin finally pops the first one against Loud. Kawadzin gets the flick onto Tens. Zekin is now alone. The double swing high-low. And Loud looks really good. A slight mistake on just waiting the timing of that plant. Back and push towards the back of the A site. Saucy scores first with a long range with a stinger. And definitely fighting forward alarm bot to also ring the bell, allowing here Sentinels to try to fight back on the left side of 410. But Les is able to even up the tally. This stinger buy from Sentinels. They're trying to keep the weapons and the engagement close. Nanoswarm getting the pick onto QCK. A 3 versus 3 as the time is in favor of Sentinels so far. The high tide coming up. Tens with the long range stinger once again. And Sentinels are able to score on the 4 spy. Instead. So So an opportunity now for Loud to rescale for the retake in the B site. Zekin behind the cascade, a 1-for-1 though. One coming through, blocking vision on the left side of yellow. 3 players posted up there for Sentinels on that post plan as well. So you hear the utility coming out for the retempa take. Zelsis on the top of green. Look at all that delay for that utility for Sentinels on that post plan as well. And looks like we want to try to save.
You're a Guardian, but the operator's there for QCK.
Did not expect Zekin to be on top of yellow. 2E's with the wide swing and gets picked off. QCK's too far behind. He's still anchoring towards the A side with that operator. Gives a chance here for Sentinels to move up. Recon dart prepped up ready, but it's shock darts instead. Same plant position behind the wall, and there's no utility there to deny him. And as I say that, the shock darts came through.
A good way to recognize from last round to this round that Loud can stop that plant. That's the call from Sadak saying they planted deep. The team saw it too. We can deny that the next time they do it.
They have to have the important timing here as that's a nice shot from QCK. Talking about Sentinels, the wall came up. They can pick it up and try to go for a plant. And meanwhile, a pushing forward coming out from Zelsis, who gets a pick onto Sadak on middle. QCK now, no targets available for a pick with the operator, especially when the wall comes up. Zelsis also lurking through towards that kitchen. Here's the shot from the operator. Here's the footsteps of Kawadzin falling back towards orange. So the rest of Loud pressing forward towards yellow. A nice spam through the poison orb. QCK falls. Now a tap on that spike, baiting out the swings from the Sentinels. But no picks until Zelsis gets the lurk kill. One more to go. Zelsis again with the lurk. 4 Sentinels by breaking a turret early, so Sentinels pushing towards the A side instead.
Should be a wingman plan here. Trade back and forth. Nice shot by QCK.
Dash activated as well. Stinger upgrade. Back into the Sheriff. Snakebite pushing away. Reckoning instantly getting popped. Asasi gets the plant from the wingman assist. Now there's that jump up. Sasi almost got that pick. Onto Les, jumping up towards the A tower, who does get a pick of his own with the Sheriff. We talk about the lower buy here. Loud has to make plays, and it's working out. 100 Sphere out for Kawadzin. No contact. Les with the wall bang onto Sasi as well. It's up to the IGL. John Cutie spraying across left and right. Now Les is sticking on that plant. It's looking pretty good here to hold it in the end. The lower buy for Loud, the Thrifty. Remember, the Thrash is still available for Sasi. Zelsis getting some sprays. It's the battle inside that pit. Playing on the extremities of it, but with that spike being down out in the open, looks like we have to try to reset for Sentinels. It's a Thrash to make some noise, allowing Zelsis once again to look for timing on that flank. Underhand flash being thrown, spike now being picked up as they pull back away from this, leaving Zekin on the top. But this whole time, as Zelsis is lurking towards middle, that op was always towards that B side. And if they don't use the right utility to try to clear it here,
30 seconds left.
QCK could have some easy picks.
The lurks, or the rotations have been so late for the last member of Loud. This time it's gonna pay off.
And that's well done here on the positioning from Loud. Because of that op being posted up on the B side, they could focus on the kitchen, on the rotate down at the underpass. Even the op gets the pick off the side.
Time.
All of them falling down, 5 seconds left. Actually, there is time at this point when Tens picks it up. So a 2 versus 2, the shorty. Tens still gets the kill. But Les now in a clutch situation. Information of where Tens is at. The high-low, Tens doesn't even need it.
Oh my. Zelsis walks up like that.
The swing for
Miss.
does get the surprise kill on the Kawadzin with the contact. Dizzy now being thrown towards the air. Flash moving forward. Zekin dashing up. And that lockdown comes out prematurely. The spray through the cascade. Zekin falls. The Molly, though, is a little bit too far behind. I don't think it's going to break it. So that rotates the players back. Zelsis again trying to go for that lurk. But it gets stopped by QCK with the operator. It's a reset with only 24 seconds left. Sentinels have no choice but to commit towards the A site, but they still have a pit to work with.
They have to get in. They don't have wingman to plant here. It's going to take everybody being in sight to cover this. Tens again taking that nest position.
John Cutie, though, not looking to use his pit. There you go. Brings it out towards the screen. Breaking line of sight by the operator. Knife even thrown towards the screen. Spotting 3. High tide separating the A site. Allowing Loud to try to swarm out with the 4 players they have remaining. They have a cove to work with for the defuse as well. 2E's is the one that's going to have to stay alive here to give chances for Loud to fight back this round 21. Tens pushing forward within that pit. Still working on the other side. Or Loud outside the dice. Sassy gets the spray. Tens inside.
One more.
The pit.
Two more.
The trays come out. Tens gets the third. Sentinels take the lead. Pushing away. Loud back towards the window. The timing of the flash misses, but it still allows for him to push forward. A wall comes up from Tui, spurring through with the help of Sadak, dropping tens. Pulse plant now still activated though as the plant comes down for Sentinels. In a defuse attempt for Loud. A tap on the spike first, a swing out towards the yellow. It's a 1-for-1. Juicy with a headshot at the Saucy. Snakebite on the ground. John Cutie trying to stay alive. Pushed away as well by the enemy Snakebite. Cloudburst up, jump towards the air. Beautifully done here. Living John Cutie with 2 kills, but Tui's is still there for the trade. And already crosshairs are set towards that right side. Now Orb finally picked up, trying to use that thrash to create that space, but a Rectic comes out. The audio cues allows Loud to spam through that wall and get 2 picks. And it's the same story once again. Trying to rotate out, and where they're rotating to, an op on the B side. Beautiful hold to starting off for Loud.
He's got cement boots over here. He just does not leave the site. Sadak finds him on the rotation.
With Spike down, 13 seconds left. Loud gets the last pick and the last so far.
This is a very sketchy plan.
Wingman comes out for a plant. Sadak gets the pick and a second one up to Zelsis. QCK with the off kill onto Zekin. Not even needed the assist. The pain on the last one. The flawless from Loud. Us are able to push this into a 4th map. Well, the contact was there from Zelsis towards the U-Haul, but as there's no contact there is that solo play from the initiator once again. But Zekin went through the TP. Loud still answers back as they have the player advantage in this pistol round. Tens trying to gain some more map control up towards short. No!
What? It's not supposed to work like that!
It's almost like breadcrumbs on a trail. It's like, piece of candy. Oh, piece of candy.
Oh my gosh.
Denied. 3 on 3. Zelsis now finally spots the contact in towards this A site. Decoy thrown out by Tens, not being shot out. The bait doesn't work here for Loud. First one tap on the spike. Trying to see what their hot hands are going here for the attack. Trying to delay and deny the flank to happen. Trying to get a TP. But thankfully, it's only Kawadzin that fell. The spike's still up. They spot Saucy on the backstab. There's another TP. Les re-swings, picks the pick onto Saucy. Zelsis then comes back out, and somehow it has become individual peaks one by Sentinels, putting Tens in a clutch situation. Nice long range there by Les, and this is not a good time for position inside Hookah, though. A TP across once again. Snakebite being thrown a 1-for-1 surprise play. Actually, it's a win here for Loud because they could upgrade a weapon left behind by Zekin. Underhand flash. John Cutie's fully blinded, but stays in the smoke.
Easy out there. Loud continues to pressure at Hookah area. Tens now, if you look at the minimap, throws this gate crash again, goes all the way to spawn, and he'll have a rotation around the side of Loud if it comes to it. Great shot by Kawadzin.
Still a great opener. Then the wall comes up on defense. Keeping John Cutie alive was important here so they could spray across for these 2 kills. Now it doesn't really matter on this TP. A flash moving forward, allowing Sentinels to push up, get the wall bang onto Sadak.
30 seconds left.
Tui's all alone, Vandal in hand. 26 seconds left, so he's got time to work with.
Oh.
The first shot now shows that he did try to look for some cover through the brimstone smoke.
Yeah.
John Cutie intends just waiting on the other side, letting Saucy be the first contact. Oh, there's the backstab. Oh, with the third! Oh, saw that coming.
My gosh. Now back towards mid. Switched up a few times. Zelsis up top.
The timing on that one from Kawadzin. Saw the shoulder as Zelsis gets the pick. Lesto walks through his own orb to answer right back with the second one on, to avenge his teammate. On top of that, giving it advantage for Loud. On the pulse plant, Snakebite even misses.
Yep. Holding. And they, knowing Viper's there, only have to look for the flank now because they are going to have shower control. Loud really cleanly gathering these rounds, especially after that shower. We see Sadak recalling the hit towards short. Loud seems on point for these strats now, and they take back a gun round after that bonus goes the way of Sentinels. Just the last few shots here, and preventative utility to shut out Sentinels.
Gambled the Snakebites here to flush out some positions, but Loud doubled up in U-Haul, one towards showers, and they have their own utility for the pulse plant as well. Not looking good at all. Here's a spray, comes across. John Cutie stays alive at 6 HP, but
Saucy. Look at me, not at 10s.
Oh.
The spam through the bottom left corner.
And it punish, as Tens was looking for a hero play to trade it right back and maybe TP away. So that's 2 players falling down. Saucy alone on the anchor towards the back of the site.
It's again the 1v1 prowess right now that Loud's able to hit. Sentinels isn't finding these kills from 10s or just the members trying to do their own little excursions here like they were on previous maps of this series. Loud is tightening everything up. It looks like they could get this entry into B to count as well.
Saucy's been good anchoring the back of the A side of split. Can he do it this time around on B? No, looks like the fault line, the side of it just hit him. And Sadok's able to punish him for trying to anchor solo and do the hero play. The last 2 guys will most likely save at this point. Oof. The walk forward, the first contact in, the continuous kills out of Sentinels. Spike down at the same time, Seekers coming out. Now know that Sadok now pivoted it across short towards the sands. Well, his teammates meeting up with him here in the back of the fountain. So look at Sentinels. How do they want to pivot this? They keep it towards a 2-2. Regaining control towards Hookah so they can spray on one side. They've allowed TPs towards the A site. You have 2 players pushed up in their area to watch that as well.
Slow movement through Octagon. They have to attempt everything here, hoping to find either util or that error peak. Left. And it's buddy system right now, right?
Yeah.
Movement from John Cutie and Saucy. They will not part from each other, just the flank watch on the other side. And then they collapse once they know the spike is down here.
But right now, Zelsis is in range here. If it did come a moment where these players fell down towards Long B, they had the orbital strike. Hands around the corner, there's that first shot. Les falls down. Kyusuke also heavily damaged as the rest of Loud are trying to move out towards the showers. And off the run it back, left. 2 players instantly fall for Sentinels. Trying to delay, trying to deny is the orbital strike coming down from Zelsis at 1 HP. Off the push, allowing the flank to happen from Saucy. Now in more delays, there's 15 seconds left. Kyusuke decides to push forward and they flip the site. Loud is now planning for spawn while they have the Rolling Thunder to work with. Look at that position. You saw that Kyusuke ran through the molly just to get a good position towards showers, so this is looking really good for Loud on the pulse plan.
Moving in, not too much util there. The heals have already been had. QCK.
Yeah, nobody's gonna focus on this.
No way. Gets it. 3K for QCK.
Go, and it allows Loud in round number 9 to actually do that execution to get the pick. But not before now the execution towards the A side. The showstopper out from Zekin, landing onto Kawadzin.
30 seconds left.
QCK though once again doing some hero plays. Just inside that smoke is Tens walking through, gets the execution, traded out by Zelsis at showers. Running through the molly, Zekin gets the backstab onto Les. Tui's is now alone with the swipe pipe down. Zelsis with a drive-by once again in the stinger. As they're looking for the contact now towards short. I think it was through smoke. Zelsis falls, running back once again. After the first kill to try to clear it out. Now they spot Zekin on the right side of showers. Even utility pushes them all the way back. Should allow the plant to come down though. Tui's looking all the way back from the spawn. Here's a TP, sees a TP, and does a little bit of damage there onto Saucy.
And he's going to be in position for the molly too, so the post plant was the lurk.
Dimensional drift inside U-Haul. Tens is going to call out their 3 players in there. Aftershot to deny the defuse, but it's gone a halfway. Second got hit by that one. Molly then comes down for the post plant. Les with the shorty onto Saucy. As more flashes coming through. But it's looking pretty good here for Loud on the post plant so far. More shorty action.
Oh my god.
As the short kings come out for Loud.
They get past it. Showers control this time, and Kawadzin, first blood.
Yeah. Easy one so far. I mean, they used a lot of utility to really flush out early aggression, knowing that Sentinels on the lower buy are going to try to do something aggressive, but the aggression came out from Long B instead. Tui's always ready for these. Placing the last one, all clean. Well, they're guessing right this time around. Sadok solo into showers, but he still gets one before he falls. That's going to pull some players across. Seekers coming out, confirming now that hookah control finally comes out for Loud. Ult from John Cutie, preventing a split from happening aggressively for the attack side as well. Because they've lost Sadat. Can't really push through. They're going to use their orbital strike instead. Beautiful utility. That spray right in between. What a play there for Loud to take control of B main.
Slow. Okay, that's heard by Sassy at least, but does Zekin move? This is great ground to be gained by Loud.
And Loud right now did a great job just to enter towards the site. Sassy splits out the push, and that's a spike down. QCK was still there inside Hookah to trade her right out. Zelsis trying to count the timing to get through the smoke as it dissipates. And he's able to fall away. You talked about Zekin anchoring for the longest time, TPing through, and Twinsies are working together on the left side of triple. The right click classic. Sentinels score first in the pistol round. Sadak falls, and there's trades instantly all around. And the spike's still down. 30 seconds left. Delayed enough for potential backstab coming through as Tui's just got spotted. They saw one. Will they see two? Beautiful flash coming out from Tens, but they both didn't see two.
Quick heal.
Comes down to John Cutie. Left side of triple. Gas down, wall down as well. Pivot back from Loud, using all the time in their favor.
Oh, the headshot.
QCK down to 8 HP just to try to delay, so Tui's come out of showers. Gets that pick, and there's the trade! Beautifully done on the coordination of Loud. Just got spotted. Molly to Molly. Last and Sadak now pinned inside, but the judge gets the kill. Second trades right back with the Stingers. Advantage for Sentinels as they get the plat down towards the A site.
Rotate around. Gonna be a little too late here for QCK with the damage that Zekin's doing with the judge as he flies through sight, picks up the Stinger once again after that damage has been done.
Yeah, Loud got a piece of their own medicine. Ten's also winning that fight. The Stinger meta has it returned. One more to go. It's QCK denied by Celsius off the trade to Tens.
Again. First.
Has to be him. Waiting for him to rotate back from the B side, hit by the dog. Close range shorty, denied right away. But they get information of two players from Sentinels on the pulse mine in U-Haul. So for Loud, they're trying to fight back towards Showers. Saucy getting ready for a pop flash so they could swing back off the tap of the spike. But there's deniability off utility. Can't stick onto the defuse quite yet. QCK deciding to move forward. Three players all the way back towards short A. And the wall bang gets him. But you saw that Molly that just came down. There's not enough time here at this point, and even not enough bodies. And TP from Tens. A jiggle now spawning a couple, and that's a beautiful fault line, but it's instantly traded. Too many bodies to deal against. Les gets taken down. And that's Walls denied. Smoke's too far away to try to smoke it back out, so it gives a chance now for Sentinels to move inside that site. And that's why Tens gave his life away, so he can have a dimensional drift this round over. And allow Sassy to get the plant and Seekers on top of it. Not yet, because it gets denied from the aftershock from Elbow. Orbital strike, but he's going to stick it still. No Seekers. There's a flank coming. That could be huge right there. QCK getting the pick. The execution onto Zelsis. Null coming out. Up to Tens and John Cutie. Now up to Tens only. And they cannot hold. It took a while.
Sentinels are now going to try to re-hit this area to see just how much came down, and QCK out of it. First blood for Tens there.
Allow Seekers to come out too, to force to rotate. Even that rolling thunder that you mentioned before from Kawadzine, it's pinned towards that B site. But now it's read by Loud. That small split second saw the TP, heard the TP. So Sentinels now have to at least try to gain some ground. Loud trying to be ready for this one, but Sentinels also posted up so they can TP away if they need to, should Zekin not get the picks with a showstopper.
And you don't expect the timing. Les does look.
Inside the smoke though, Sadak gets the trade back off the Sassy. Second pushing all the way forward. A double swing towards the back of the site. He does get the first pick off the Sadak, and also for Tui's. The TP came across like they wanted to for Sentinels. Loud eating into the strategy, eating into the bait.
He's getting hit right now, so just be sturdy in your positions. Kawadzine starts him off.
Great way to be sturdy. The headshot through a couple of walls, dropping one. Right now, Sentinels are trying to move in towards this B site. Baiting out Util, baiting out the aftershock first, potentially even the rolling thunder as Louder all towards the back of that site, trying to wall bang off the tap. John Cutie getting the plant and also getting the pit. Activates it on the top of the B site. But remember, QCK meanwhile picked up the orb on showers, so they have Rolling Thunder and Run It Back to try to go directly against this pit. Here it comes right now as QCK leads the charge. Looking through, trying to spot some players. There's the headshot onto John Cutie. Pit will now come down.
Oh my gosh.
More information as Ten's inside the smoke, traded out by Sadak. There's only one player left in Celsius. Fully flashed, does get the backstab onto two!
Celsius!
A 2 versus 1. Only has it's gonna work with, almost got the clutch! But Tui's was there for the trade, the defuse! U-Haul Molly into pull him back, to push them back. They can try to regain control. Les has a judge, but he's towards the B side. QCK and Tui's holding the A site.
Spike down A.
Off the dimensional drift information, trying to get utility behind and sprays behind it. It's actually Loud that capitalizes on all of these kills. Tens alone against the world.
How bad do you guys want a computer? Ten's a lot of work ahead of him here. And I'm sure Kaplan is looking at the Lotus notes at this point. What a great 2 maps from Loud. Incredibly hard fought on the last map of Icebox. That was such a back and forth.
He does get the first contact. Still 40 seconds to work with. Doesn't have any more gate crashes, so he can't really come through. Walking through the snake bite as well.
Yeah.
And that's going to make it even more difficult.
30
Pit coming out
seconds
from
left.
Les, Judge inside, Ten's dancing around the corner of that pit. Walks in right now to pick it up, no way. As he walks across the TP though, QCK's waiting. Is it gonna get cleared? TP's across, didn't see him. He made it through this 14 seconds left as QCK chases him down. We will be going into a final map.
No big commitment just yet for Loud. They do peek though.
Oh, but Tui's is still there, the third player door opening as well. So they're trying to pinch in, trying to pivot between C or B, depending where the picks are going to be from Sentinels. And it's on the C side to decide. As 3 players fall for Loud. Plant coming in. Kaladin trying to get a forward position, trying to catch one off guard. And Sadak on the flank. Instantly, we have a 2v2. Kaladin pivoting towards the back, gets the headshot as well.
Standing. Allowing
Sadak to win against Sussy. Old teammates going head-to-head. Sussy repositioned around the Trailblazer, swinging out. The long range of the Frenzy does not connect, and Sadak's Ghost, neither. Or Sussy with the Ghost here moving forward. Now the re-swing out from Sadak.
Find you.
Han being thrown, knowing that he's towards the back, up towards the air! The shot from above! And that spots at least one player. Sentinels are now ready for the backstab. John Cutie is the one that greets him on the corner of the boxes by Baby Door. One-on-one in that situation, door opening forward. Sentinels are looking pretty good here in round number 3. Their bonus. Les dancing around, the peek out from Zelsis at Rubble. The push towards the spawn from Zekin. It's already coming out. TP went forward though, look at Tens. Double TP on both ends,
They can't
but it's
stop
Sentinels winning that one. Low HP, door being opened. Sadak forced to fall back. Flash to try to get information. The Prowler followed up behind it. Zekin for 3 in the round. A site open for business, and Sentinels shuts down the defense.
I won't say it's impossible, but you just saw how hard it is for Loud to actually control that space. With the majority of the util, they wanted to take it. 2 members of Sentinels able to shut that down as Tens and Zekin go forward. Now they play the plant game all in tree. They should be able to trade each other here, but a good fault line could pick up a few.
Does enough damage though for the assist. Last one now spotted. Snakebite not allowing Les to move even more forward behind that 2 versus 1. Second Snakebite, Nanoswarm 2.
So toxic.
And second Nanoswarm coming down, wasting all of that time. Counter moving forward to tap on the spike. One has to run across, easy kill, crosshair placement, but Zelsis knows better. Then swings that off the timing. 5 now.
The money Finn here, and they go again for rubble play.
Keep doing it, why not? But this time we're answering back for Loud. Lots of utility to try to clear back towards Rubble. Tui's moving forward. That's the share. It's going to work now for Loud. Answering back is Sassy. But they pull back from it, dropping a spike in the process. It comes down to the man right here, the hype man, that made it behind enemy lines and is trying to catch the rotate.
They refine the hit. We said it wouldn't be impossible, but it was going to be hard.
Too late. The pick from Zelsis opening it up towards the A site so they can pick towards the Rubble. But the backside's about to come forward from Les. But he lost Kalanzine in the process. A jump for it. Backstab there onto Zelsis. Spike Elise is picked up by John Cutie with the pit available. Viper on Viper. Both pits also available. Comes down to who has the better read, the better positioning. It's John Cutie! Entrance. But that means you have no defenders towards the seaside, allowing for Sentinels to be exactly where they posted up at the beginning of this round. Open up the kill up to less. Showstopper in. Does not get the contact. QCK is just around the corner. Run it back, out and activated. Big curveball. The headshot onto tens. Rolling Thunder also available here for Kawadzin. And it's just to try to push them back and allowing QCK to move forward for another pick. Lockdown available at the beginning of this round for Zelsis as they had to reset, regroup, and rethink.
This would be a wild round. They lose less first and are able to answer back now. Loud gonna win this one from a 4v5 conversion, possibly. They correctly rotate. And just the ruse. They're gonna be sticking together though, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it does. You're right, it does. They second guess it, and now they're gonna be rotating together. Power in numbers, but the wrong site.
And now it has to come down to a perfect timing from Sasi. The flash actually did not spot Zelsis. He hears the footsteps. Once Sasi gets this plant, it'll pull the rotate back. But Zelsis is overthinking it, over-peeking, and gets denied right away.
Spike planted.
Saucy had this chance before on Sunset. That was that wingman plant we saw when he was on the Gecko. Does he have the timing here to get behind his opponents? Hearing the audio, hearing the stampede of Loud go by him.
A deja vu, here's the footsteps, but this time, the dream's been learned. It's been read. But Sasi wakes up Kawadzin. A 2 versus 1, Paranoia hits him. He's trying to get the spray across, at least gets that second kill. Rare hit towards that B site. That Paranoia is going to blind too, but close range still gets the kill with the Guardian. QCK also moving forward. Aftershock forcing Sentinels to push forward. But it's traded back and forth. Sentinels back on the board. Tui's answering right back. Pit is down. Counter Pit coming out of defenders. Less at low HP though. John Cutie still at full with armor.
It's like Sherbert. Let's go. Oh, a shot outside. John Cutie finds one. Is he true?
One-on-one though. Les has that snake bite. John Cutie playing all the way on the outside, letting that pit down. Les doing the same, wall up, tap on the spike. John Cutie, the sprays on the first. It's halfway, a little bit of a tap, trying to stick it. It's going to release it now. Gets the kill. Tries to go back for the defuse. Will he get it? He will not. On the top of the heavens, winning just behind the smoke. Here's the footsteps rotating across on the back of the spawn. Now as it dissipates, there's the contact. Paranoia was a little bit too late. Tenzin moves forward though, and Tui's answer is right back. It's back and forth. A Congo line of kills. But the advantage for Loud. Door opening, QCK looking for the flank, clearing out the front B. Both players of Sentinels anchoring inside the side. The curveball turned away by John Cutie. The ADS for the trade. Second now, Satchel available to try to get the diffuser off the plant. But he's going to swing out first and knows now that they have to commit. Tui's ready for it though and fights back, allowing Loud to get the defuse. Ring behind the pillar. After that plant though, Showstopper available by Zekin. Beautiful flash. Does not allow for him to get space off the Showstopper. Does some damage onto QCK. Down to 5 HP. Boombot about to come out through the smoke. The Paranoia countered by Loud from the back of the spawn. John Cutie gets a snake bite kill onto QCK as the Doc has to move in with the rest. But they're getting delayed by the utility of Sentinels on the post plan. A 5 versus 3. Make that a 4 versus 3 advantage for the Sentinels as well. As Les and the rest cannot move forward for Loud. It's finally, it's Tens that gets picked off. 2 Nanoswarms onto the spike, delayed available for Zelsis. There's the pop, and now they're moving forward, but finally they got rid of that util. It's at a halfway. The swing out, Tui's with the second tap, and Sasi gets that pick.
Get the round.
Contact play. Zekin is on fire. Superstar now for Sentinels. Continues to lead the charge on all of these hits of the attack. Although on the other side, we did see the push from QCK out towards the A main, evening up the tally. Weapon upgraded at this point, or looking to get upgraded. As Sentinels goes for the plant, but there's that backstab. Wow. John Cutie with the plant gets the pit. That's going to make it difficult now for Loud to retake.
Second.
He's farming.
Cannot be... Sorry. All right. Very cool. Moving in now, Les, QCK to do what they can here. HP going to be going way down.
Oh, and short and close, swings across. John Q's alone. One-on-one tap on the spike. John Cutie just staying outside of it. Gambling! That he's not gonna stick it. Just got spotted down to 11. Blazewall now up, another tap. John Cutie forced to run in. But now there's not enough time. Q6K with another tap.
Got it.
John Cutie with the rest of the patience that Sentinels had. They finished the half at 10-2.
Oh dear.
Oh, the wall came down as well. Paranoid moving forward, a 1-for-1. Make that a 2-for-1 in favor of the Sentinels. Control towards the Rebel as well. Hit by the Seas, killed by Tens. Again with the hat trick. Multi-kills this whole series. For the star player, not only being Zekia, but also Tens. Finding comfort in this role as Omen and dominating this kickoff so far. Tui's with the backstab. 2 for his name. Zelsis is low on HP, but it's a backstab for backstab. John Cutie is also there looking to move
30
behind.
seconds left.
Signs to think otherwise. Looks like Sentinels wants to give up the spike, at least for now.
They get to safety on this one. Read the play so far. Can't count out Tui's though. They hear, yeah, Zelsis hears that run. John Cutie heads to heaven, getting into position. So this will be money here for Loud. If Loud do lose, they're going to be buying next round.
C's being pulled out. Aftershock to try to push them back once again. Sasi finally trying to lead the charge, but Kalanzine strikes first. It's back and forth, but Loud are still holding the pulse plan. Celsius is low on HP, blocked by Kalanzine with the classic. It's up to only one more member. Tens, the time against them. Runs back out through the smoke, tries to make it expensive in the long game, but Loud holds down. Rounds are Loud, and already look how early these trailblazers are coming from, but it forces out the push off the lower buy that you have from Sentinels through the smoke. Tui's is ready for that, drops them both with the stinger. Allows for them to pivot across, but look at this reposition from John Cutie. He decided to fall behind his teammates' bodies, the paranoia to come out. So at least one kill. But out of that, Loud has full control of B, full control of the map, and now control of the spike planted.
Spike planted.
That's gonna give him the contact, not even needed.
Waited out the mollies, going for the plant. Another plant that considers that Loud has to stay inside Celsius with the Odin.
The C's got him to just spray it through. And now Snake bites to delay, and that's no rolling thunder to push him back. There's only 12 seconds left on the clock. Forced to go for the stick, but the sprays are not coming in this time around. Plant is down. The push from Tui's does not get the surprise kill there onto Sentinels. Tens on a rotate back from the spawn. Haunt comes through. Sadak is all alone. Sadak gets 2, but gets dropped right after. With the regular stop and go under the pressure. Out of elimination, yet at the brink of elimination does these plays. Q6K trying to go for the hero one, trying to see if he can catch one off guard.
Got your trail.
At least to get the plant down.
Hawk out.
5v3, Rolling Thunder, prepped and ready from the tree position. They're gonna actually try to rotate a little bit around. Tui's can have a big flank in the end. A few of these seconds being wasted getting to the spike, but Sen still have a lot of time on the clock.
Important to keep Kalanzine alive right now for the Rolling Thunder, and he also has Aftershock. Holding the tree is the most important position, but Sentinels are looking to fight right back. There's the Aftershock. There's a swing out from Tens, but gets denied. And now the tap on that spike. Tui's dropping one. It's a 2 versus 2. Right inside, trying to stick it. Another one to fall. It's all up to Zek, who does get the kill. Trying to stick the spike. And it gets to the fuse with the Red Bull clutch. And Sentinels are going to be America's kickoff champions.